Tonight in a family discussion, we started talking about how sometimes in life things are hard, and so instead of facing our problems or our struggles, we will instead do other things, whether that's go to sleep, eat, um, watch Netflix, scroll Facebook. We'll do things that numb our mind that maybe aren't the best thing that we should be doing at the time in order to avoid our feelings. Well, kind of got my brain going, and all of those things are good, and we all need a break away from reality at points. But it got me thinking and made me want to share a story of mine. So in 1998, when I was 15, we were going on a field trip. As a ninth grade, we were going to an amusement park for the day. And so we had a great fun-filled day, and when it was time to go get on the bus, some friends and I had previously made the decision that we were actually not going to get on the bus and that we were going to stay behind. Most of us did not have our parents' permission, but regrettably we chose to do it anyway. So something that we didn't know at the time was that that amusement park would actually close early. So about an hour after the buses left, the amusement park closed. And so we were sent out of the park, and we had no way to get home as our ride wasn't coming till later. So my boyfriend was there, and his brother came to pick him and I up. And for whatever reason, I also made a regrettable decision that I decided I was going to stay with my girlfriends. I said I was going to make sure they made it home. Well, I don't know how I was going to do that, because I certainly was not going to call my parents and tell them that not only had I not gotten their permission to stay and stayed, but that now I was stranded and that the theme park was closed. So, anyways, hours went by, and we did have a ride, but they weren't coming until way later. So we got bored, and it wasn't the day and age of technology, so all we had was a payphone. So we were out of quarters, and we were bored, and we thought surely that there were people up in the tower who had to be watching, like some sort of security that had to be watching what was going around them. What was going on around the theme park. So we decided we were going to try to get back in, because surely if we did that, they would have no choice but to talk to us. We could explain the situation, and they would let us use a phone for free. Well, our efforts there were unsuccessful, so we started daring each other to do different things. Eventually, the dare came up that we were going to run across I-15, the freeway. Now, why we decided to do that, I don't know. And it wasn't we weren't playing chicken with the cars. We weren't doing anything like that. We were merely going to look both ways, run across the road, and come back. We thought surely that would get someone's attention. We even took off our shirts so that we just had our bras on, and we're running. So when I came back from running, my cousin decided to run with me, and she grabbed my hand and she said, "We're cousins. We can do this together." So at that point, we ran across the road. We had almost made it to the other side when her sunglasses fell off of her head. She reached down to pick them up, and right as she did that, she got hit by a truck. So we didn't hear this truck. Our friends didn't see this truck as they had watched us run across the road. Nobody saw it until after it had hit her. It didn't hit me. I was standing right next to her. None of it makes any sense. I'll maybe share a video later of some things that people said that they saw. But ultimately, I lived that day, and my cousin did not. Um, so for 22 years, I have dealt with survivor's guilt. Um, it's gotten manageable over the years. I know how to deal with it. I know what I would say to someone who is going through it, but it is a real thing and something that crippled me at times in my life. So if you or someone you know is dealing with something like that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would be happy to talk to you. There is a reason, whether you want to believe it or whether you know what that reason is. There's a reason that you're here, and I want you to fight for you, and I'm willing to fight for you.